Hello and welcome to the highlights of day one of the second test match here at Sabina Park, West Indies versus India. Quite a lot of grass on this wicket at Sabina Park, but it's very hard. Slight bit of moisture in on day one, but it looks a very good cricket wicket. Well, Jason Holder won the toss and he chose to bowl again. For the West Indies, two changes. Jamar Hamilton comes in to make his debut as Shai Hope is unable to play. And Rakeem Cornwall comes in from the side that didn't play at Antigua. India, no changes. West Indies won the toss and chose to field. Let's get down to the action.
A test match debut for Rakeem Cornwall. Jimbo, the man from Antigua. He becomes the 319th player to wear the maroon cap in test matches. KL Rahul starts in that first test match, got into the 40s, got into the 30s, but didn't kick on, scored 158 the last time India played a test match at this venue in 2016. Mayank Agarwal would be disappointed with his second innings dismissal in the first test. Outstanding first-class career and a couple of good knocks already in test matches. And of course, Roach has been bowling superbly. Richard Kettleborough and Paul Rifle. First ball. An unchanged 11 for India. First boundary of the test match goes to KL Rahul.
Good.
Yeah, right there for the taking, right under the eyes. Important to find that in-between length for Roach. Nice shot. Easy three.
And that's good running. That is very good running. We didn't quite see that in the first test. That's excellent running. The moment he hit the ball, he knew that it was timed well. And he also knew at that same time, because he just pushed it, that it wouldn't go for a boundary with the fielder chasing it. They're pushing Rahul to come for a third. Good transfer of the bat by Rahul.
That drop short. And it's gone through. Did it carry or did it drop short?
Well, he's a tall man. He's got to go down a long way to catch those ones near the ankles. Don't think Shannon Gabriel's very happy with that, because his reaction after that was not quite there. He's played with soft hands, and that is what would have probably saved him. No, it's dropped well short. It's dropped well short. But that is always a problem when you're standing in the slips to bowlers like Gabriel.
While there is grass on the pitch resembling or reminiscent of the last, I say, 2 or 3 pitches here, Sonny, I don't think it's, well short. I don't think it has the same pace. It's drier. There's not as much moisture in it as previous years.
You'd rather have the catch come over your shoulders than near your ankle, and that's a lovely shot. A half volley. He's dealt with it very nicely. That'll boost his confidence. Mayank Agarwal. Terrific shot this from Mayank Agarwal. Got into position very, very quickly.
Two is the call.
Yes, I think they'll only get 2 because Roach has got to do all the hard work from deep fine leg when he's hoping for a little bit of a breather. So bad line that from Shannon Gabriel on the pads. He looked so good when he was bowling around the off stump. Roach a deep fine leg. He's just bowled a tight over. There it is. On the pads, in fact down the leg side. Nice shot, and that'll go for a boundary. That should go for a boundary. He's got enough on it. Don't think Chase is going to be able to stop it. This is another fine shot. Again, a half volley. And Rahul doing the right thing, looking not to hit it too hard, just looking for timing. He's got plenty of timing on that. Another half volley. This also should no, this is stopping. 3 runs.
Past short leg Hetmeyer on his bicycle after it. Gabriel on his haunches again.
And he's gone. And he's gone. Straight into the hands of Cornwall. Well, that's what Jason Holder does. He gets the ball to move very, very smartly. Rahul will be very, very disappointed. But it was a good delivery. It was a good delivery. Not much that he could have done. Let's have a look. I don't think it's a no ball. It's just short of a good length. Just a little late movement. Did he? Nope. Nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. It was just too good a delivery. Rahul's gone for 13. Unlucky 13 for him. It's 32 for 1.
Here in Sabina Park in Jamaica. And that wicket has brought Cheteshwar Pujara to the crease. Didn't have the best of test matches in Antigua, but they're very good players in international cricket. They don't really have a long period where they don't perform, so expect something meaningful from Pujara in this test.
Oh, that one came back. Okay, he had no clue. He's lucky.
Have a look at this delivery, folks. The skill of Roach, ability to bring the ball in, but also take it away. Always questioning your judgment as a batsman.
Oh, that one seemed back.
Down the wicket, this could be 4. Bravo sets into chase, pulls it up nicely. Good running from the Windies. Oh, there's an appeal. Very good bit of fielding from the deep. And the batsman here just trying to avoid the ball. Oh, good shot over the top. Slightly full from Cornwall. One thing about bowling against India, pretty fine players of spin bowling.
Making a statement, Mayank Agarwal. He knows that Rakeem Cornwall is on debut, doesn't want to get bogged down. He's a very good player off spin.
Mid-on just hanging back slightly. Something that you'll expect from Pujara, using his feet, not necessarily hitting it in the air. And the field that's been set, just a short leg, you see that ball's going to go past. Yes, he's gone! Rakeem Cornwall gets his first test wicket He doesn't look overly excited, but I'm sure he is under that veneer. It was short. Pujara rocked back to play the cut shot. Page 2 of the batting manual, don't cut the off spinner on day one. It's taken the outside edge and flown straight to backward point. Great first wicket.
Another failure for Cheteshwar Pujara. I spoke about the bounce from this surface. Have a look at this delivery. Rakeem Cornwall is a tall man, just bouncing, maybe trying to force this one, which was a little too straight. Shamar Brooks makes no mistake. This will be pleasing to Rakeem Cornwall and all his supporters. He is very much involved. It's 46 for 2.
Best player in the world, arguably, Virat Kohli. Look at that average, 53.38. This isn't awful though. This is a lovely cover drive. I don't think it's going to go all the way. It's going to get 3, but Mayank now really leaning into it gorgeously.
He's been in the 20s for a long time, Mayank Agarwal. And again, confirmation that in Test match cricket there's the ebb and flow to an innings. Still very patient in his approach, and when there's an opportunity, look how he opens the blade to find a gap.
Cornwall continues. Agarwal has looked good and should collect another 3.
That's an appeal. Big appeal. What do they think? Do they want to go for it? They should go for it.
Yep, ball tracking coming up now, Richard. Pitching outside, impact in line and missing the wickets. Going down leg side, so you'll be staying with your decision, Richard. Stay with your decision, you're on screen now.
Decision upheld by Hawkeye, a good decision. That is a lovely touch shot. It's not too big a stride into the ball. Sometimes it looks as though Agarwal plays it on the move. He's looked in good touch.
He's kept him very quiet. Hardly anything given to Mayank Agarwal. Just a touch fuller. After that short delivery, you expect a bowler to bowl that good length, trying to draw the batsman forward. Just a touch fuller. Good timing there, really good timing. Mayank Agarwal not trying to overhit it.
Cornwall again. Nice shot from Agarwal. Really fluent at times across this innings. Beautiful touch player.
They're growing in confidence. He's done all the hard yak against a new ball. Very small delivery stride for such a tall man. Getting enough bounce, riding that bounce, playing it in front of square.
A sweep shot that got Agarwal in trouble in that first Test match. Past Bravo, it's the same outside edge, leading edge that proved the undoing of Kohli against Chase in Antigua in the second innings. Chase. Well bowled. Very well bowled. Last 2 deliveries, one from Cornwall, from Chase here. Excellent lines of attack and pace.
It could have been nearly 2 and 2 against Roston Chase. Not too far, that's quick. These are not even half chances. But yep, you keep everyone interested.
safely negotiated. A testing morning, having been asked to bat for India's batsmen. A test match debut wicket for Cornwall, who's looked impressive into the action early. And a wicket for the West Indies captain Jason Holder. An attritional battle, 72 for 2 from 30 overs in the heat here at Sabina Park.
So at lunch, India moved on to 72 for 2 from 30 overs. KL 13 and Pujara 6, the two men to go. For the West Indies, Jason Holder 1 for 7 from 8. And Rakeem Cornwall with a first wicket in Test cricket, that of Pujara, 1 for 20 from 9.
But Rakeem Cornwall, and now is the real test. There was an attritional morning's battle. So Shannon Gabriel leave the field after 3 overs. That gives you some indication of the heat. Now to continue, this is test match cricket, and it's about sessions and days of good play. Kohli spoke at the toss this morning about one of the things that India need to be better at is after breaks, to concentrate harder, whether that's in the field or with the bat. More runs. It's deflected the ball quite nicely. Agarwal should be 3. Virat is quick. No, only 2. That's where he loves it. That's his sweet spot. It's a poor option from Shannon Gabriel to go that close into middle and leg. Has played with the angle.
Inside edge. Just avoids the wicket keeper, who was diving away to his left. Agarwal inches closer to that landmark.
Yeah, and Kemar Roach, he's not having any luck at the moment. He's putting the ball in the right place. He's getting it to talk either way. Somebody somewhere doesn't like him at the moment. Doesn't have any rub of the green. So close. Oh, another edge this time. Streaky outside edge. He must be doing it on purpose. He's picking the gaps, DG.
Yeah, he's brought up this landmark. He's worked hard for it. Very watchful at the start of his innings, played a couple lovely drives. He wouldn't mind the manner in which he's brought up his 50, his 3rd in Test match cricket. And more importantly, he's anchored the innings so far for India.
Had a bit of luck and ended up getting 80 odd and then 100. This is the ball that brought up the 50. He won't mind at all if he gets dropped once and nicks a few if he gets that 3 figures.
Looking more and more confident, Mayank Agarwal. Loud appeal.
He's been given.
Well, he looks surprised, Mayank Agarwal, and he goes for it.
Missing the bat there, missing the bat. Keep going through, flat line, flat line, flat line, flat line. Thank you. Okay, just go back before the bat, ball before it reaches the bat. Yep, that's fine, thank you. There's a flat line as it goes past the bat, so you'll be changing your decision to not out. You're on screen now.
Well. Review won by India, not out eventually.
Oh, this is nicely played on the leg side. Bravo in hot pursuit. He's a fast runner, so he'll pull that back. Yeah, what I predict moving forward, especially in this match, when this wicket starts to get a few footholds and a bit of bounce, I think Rahane Cornwall will be very, very tricky to bat against. Second innings. Oh, and he's taken another catch. Second catch of the match, second wicket for Holder. Cool as you like, still no big smile. He's loving, there we go, he's loving Test cricket, DG. And he gets in on the action again.
Mayank Agarwal once bitten, twice shy. He had a close call in the previous over. No issues there with the delivery and the legality of same. This was close. We've been talking about probing on that off-stump line, and his decisiveness, well, didn't quite cover this one. Gone for 55, it's 115 for 3.
Rahane, the new man, brilliant Test match at Antigua, 81, and his 100 in the second innings. Popped his average up over 40. We'll be looking for a bit more of that today.
Steer that away for 4.
Just slightly short, left him. Just riding his hands through it, Virat Kohli, keeping it down.
Change in line of attack from round the wicket. Not on leg stump.
Come on.
3 runs taken.
Yeah, that was possibly the ideal length to bowl, but just drifting towards the middle and leg.
Nice shot. Attractive boundary for Rahane.
Hasn't bowled too many short deliveries. It's been cut on a few occasions. Once it went straight to point. This time not getting enough bounce. Ajinkya Rahane using the depth of the crease. Squeeze through. Not very intended to hit it, but getting 4 runs nonetheless.
After pushing him onto the back foot for a sequence of deliveries, gets it in the right area, an uncontrolled shot. We're just a little bit late in going into the drive.
That's a terrific shot, cracking shot. He's bowled a few half volleys, Gabriel. Well, that's a magnificent shot by the Indian captain. Got into position so quickly. Gabriel bowled that one at about 142.7 kilometers an hour. Outside the off stump, just a little bit wide. I don't think there's anybody in the game who plays the extra cover drive better than the Indian captain. This was a cover drive, mind you, not an extra cover drive. But a magnificent one nonetheless. There, gets into position. The front foot goes and the head right on top of the ball. Classical. Good use of the fade again. Crisp. Terrific shot this from Ajinkya Rahane.
Very different in approach to that of Mayank Agarwal. Ajinkya Rahane is confident with using his feet, hitting against the thirn as well.
What a shot again. One shot of a half century and a terrific shot. I mean, the beauty of the shot lies in the precision of the footwork. Terrific. Look at the precision of the footwork. Look at the leaning into the drive. The front knee being bent. Just a little shuffle towards the off stump with the back foot, and then this. Oh, you can watch it forever. Well, that is his 50. 22nd time that he's gone past a half century. But he's gone past a century 25 times, so just tells you what a good converter of half centuries into centuries he is. An applause from the Indian change room. The batting coach Sanjay Bangar will be very happy with the way he's batted. That's another classical shot. He's given so many boundaries around that off stump. He certainly has to do something better than that. He's not looking good. Shannon Gabriel. Body language not good at all. There it is around the off stump again. Excellent shot.
You could understand what Shannon Gabriel is trying to do. A couple deliveries just bouncing over the stumps. Ones that nip back to the right-handers. Trying to find that length where that delivery will finish. Just to the top of that off stump.
He takes a single, Virat Kohli, of the last ball, so he'll take the first ball after tea. It's 157 for 3.
A very good session for India. With the bat, 85 runs scored. The loss of 1 wicket, that of Mayank Agarwal, who had a good innings. At the top of this quality batting lineup from India. These two working their way into this test match and batting India into a strong position.
So at tea time, India have moved on to 157 for 3. Virat Kohli not out 52. Ajinkya Rahane not out 20. Another wicket for Jason Holder now, 2 for 26 from 15. Rakeem Cornwall's racking up the overs, 17 now, but still 1 for 41.
This session will be a crucial session for both teams. India, they have an opportunity to consolidate their position with the bat. The West Indies will be thinking about ways of getting wickets. We've seen the odd few unplayable deliveries, but they have not produced wickets aplenty for the West Indies. Starts with a nice looking shot from Virat Kohli. Nice shot. Rahane easing into this one and timing it sweetly.
Look at this, little short-arm jab. Then sort of actually it came a little slowly than he could imagine, but he made the necessary adjustment and he picked up a boundary for that. You look at the eyes, see how he's watching that particular ball. Any young batsman, have a look. Just a turn of the right hand in terms of the risk factor to keep it down.
Gone. No questions there. This time Kemar Roach was confident finding the outside edge. And Jamal Hamilton on debut as well gets his first catch.
Good stuff. And to have gotten the man, I think it's Rahane or Virat Kohli. Well, the guy who would have been a heavy scorer in the last match in Antigua. You look at Roach, he's pretty happy with that. Whenever you can get an individual who would have done so well in the last test match, 8 in the first innings and getting 100 in the second innings, setting a huge total for India.
He's gone for 24. It's 164 for 4. That has brought Hanuma Vihari to the crease. He had a really good test match the last time around. Nicely driven. The class of this man just oozes out the longer he stays at the crease.
Price you pay. Look at this shot. Especially you just being plumb.
Another nicely timed shot. And another boundary for Virat Kohli. He's racing now.
This is a good on drive. Little use of the feet and just punching it up to his long on. This one is just flicked down the leg side and it will run away for 4.
Using the pace of the delivery. Virat Kohli in the last couple overs, he's scored off boundaries at regular intervals. Low wrist shot, breaking his wrists, and a welcome result.
That's a good shot. Just stand his ground, Vihari, and punching it up to mid-on. They say when you can keep it in the V as a batsman, the Englishmen do enjoy that because they always classify the V. When you can score in that area, it's more Englishman-like, I guess, you know.
And also for Vihari, what we saw of him in that first test match. Very good at hitting the ball down the ground. Nice drive again. Good footwork from Darren Bravo. Doesn't prevent the second.
That's good running.
Oh, this is well pushed down the ground. It's like Ian Bishop was saying, the field stayed the same, but the length immediately full to Vihari. He seems very comfortable when it is full. Oh, this is a good shot. Fine foot movement, just short of 6. Very fine footwork from Vihari. He looks in very confident form after the last game. Yeah, just think, when you're the off-spin bowler, you don't want the batsman to have this freedom to run down the wicket. Well, very disappointing bit of fielding. It was a good bit of bowling, just the shot that India want Virat Kohli to play, very similar to that dismissal. First innings in Antigua. Look at this. And away from the body, no real control. And that's not backing up your bowler.
It's quite unusual for him. He's played it about 2 or 3 times today.
Oh, there he's got him. He's got him. It's worked. Gone back over the wicket. Beautiful line and length. Just leaving Kohli forced into the defensive stroke. Edge through to the keeper. And the umpires are checking for no balls, but that's all that'll save Virat Kohli. Beautiful bit of bowling from Jason Holder.
This has been a tremendous day of bowling for Jason Holder. Into his 19th over. It's a beautiful leg cutter. A beautiful length, and Jamal Hamilton has had a good day. He's been good with the gloves. Been very safe. What a spell today from Holder. Kohli goes for 76, 2 for 5.
Virat Kohli, he was tramming along beautifully. has been nicked off. Jason Holder, the bowler. Hamilton, the debutant keeper, taking the catch. It's brought this man, Vihari-Pant, to the crease. Very steady average, 45. Short career so far.
Commentators curse. The moment you say kept his line around the off stump, you know, the bowlers out on the field decided to prove you wrong. And but it's a very good shot from Hanuma Vihari. Yes, we can see that it's on the leg stump. He really is asking for trouble bowling to the subcontinent batsmen because they're such wristy players. He brings his wrists into play. Well, just got a little bit of room outside the off stump, short, and that'll make him feel very, very good. You can see that trying to drop the flight quickly onto it. Vihari-Pant.
He stands very still and then reacts to the ball upon release. Plays it quite late on this occasion. Sweeps this one. Was there bat on this occasion? For signal by the umpire, yes.
He does play that shot well. We saw that in the Antigua Test match as well. Slightly down the leg side, and he very quickly comes in with the paddle shot. See, it's a paddle shot. Very nicely done. Well, mid-off and mid-on inside the circle. This was just a matter of time. He's such a clean hitter of the ball, Vihari-Pant. When he middles it, it invariably goes out of the ground.
That's the way he plays, sometimes to his detriment. When he gets it off the middle of the bat, it looks perfect.
Well, it's such a narrow gap, and he's found it to perfection. Vihari-Pant.
A little bit on the fuller side. Full face presented. He's a powerful striker of the cricket ball, Vihari-Pant.
See another half volley. That's not the length. Heads go down for holding, slip, Brathwaite as well. Just length.
He just pounced on it. Hanuma Vihari on a green wicket. If you've got something in your half that you can drive, you go for it, and that's exactly what he did.
My goodness. That is a relieve me from the bowling spell with those couple of deliveries. That is not good at all from Gabriel.
Not getting the length right. Beautiful drive. Just length on it. You don't have to try and overhit it. Just beautiful timing. Oh, in the air, just getting away with it. Playing a shot, getting an edge, and that should no. Good effort from Shimron Hetmyer.
So he gets straight, and that's exactly where the forward square would have been, and he would have stopped that. .50 partnership comes up. Gets back for 3.
Had to scamper. Hanuma Vihari. He started moving when the ball was in the hands. Played that pull shot. They ran hard, especially Rishabh-Pant, who had in his mind that he wanted to get 3. Remember the last time when he lazily took 2 and was dismissed the very next ball. Drifting and clipped away beautifully.
Just sucks you into his area, Hanuma Vihari. Like Mayank Agarwal, a touch player. Lovely off the front foot.
And again, I definitely feel that the likes of Roach and Jason Holder have done a great job today.
More runs, 4 runs to end the day. Hanuma Vihari continues his good form. Lovely off the over-pitch delivery. And having been asked to bat today, they won't be overjoyed in there, but they'll be pretty pleased that they're only 5 down for 264.
Trying the delivery once again, trying to smash his pads, and I think that was the right idea. You don't mind going for 4 as long as you can get a wicket, especially when the batsman's trying to survive. Great shot from Hanuma Vihari. This partnership was 62, Rishabh-Pant on 27. Hanuma Vihari has looked good, really good. 42 of 80. So India finishing the first day of the second test match at 264 for 5.
So at stumps, India 264 for 5 after being asked about first. Vihari not out 42, Pant not out 27. The 2 not out batsmen earlier in the day, Virat Kohli, an excellent 76 before becoming Jason Holder's 3rd wicket. For the West Indies, Jason Holder exceptional, 3 for 39 from 20, great captain stuff. Rakeem Cornwall, first day of Test cricket, 27 overs under his belt, 1 for 69, kept it nice and tight. And the ever excellent Roach, 1 for 47 from 19, again proving very unlucky. 264 for 5.
Important feature of this second day's place, the new ball is just 7 overs old. So this double-coated Duke's ball with its proud seam would still be something Jason Holder, and I'm glad to see it's Jason Holder taking up the attack. Hanuma Vihari. It's an intriguing battle. Vihari makes you bowl to his drive. Can the bowler stay away? Rishabh-Pant played with great judgment yesterday, apart from maybe once or twice. I thought it was a mature innings.
Jen says play.
Richard Kettleborough says play. Knocked him over first ball. What a start for Jason Holder. It's that movement again. Brilliant, excellent, superb from the West Indies captain.
What a great delivery. Not what you want, but Rishabh-Pant did help himself by pushing hard at the ball. Look at that, he's pushed hard at the ball. The mistake that the West Indies batsman made in the Antigua second innings is exactly what Rishabh-Pant has done. Very good line, just around the left-hander's off stump. And coming back to him, Pant gone for 27, bowled of the first ball of the second day's play, 264 for 6.
Ravindra Jadeja, who batted so well in Antigua. 2 straight. Holder got it perfect to Pant, but 2 straight to Jadeja. Surprised there isn't a short leg.
Centre stump guard. And this one, instead of being on the off stump, is on the pads. And Jadeja plays the leg glance. Oh, that'll be a boundary. Big gap between third slip and the gully. He's played it well. Jadeja in control of that shot.
I think with Kemar Roach and what he does away from left-handers, I still believe you've got to take the cover out and fill that gap. You have to have that cover area open so that Jadeja tries to go at the one that's leaving him and you fill that slip cordon up. Oh, unlucky. That could easily have gone back onto the stumps. It brings up 50 for Vihari. Back-to-back 50s here in the Caribbean, and a workmanlike innings on a difficult surface.
Both Holder and Vihari. Vihari bringing up his third Test match 50 in just 6 Test matches. Just going over the slip cordon. The change worked, but not going to hand.
Jason Holder's been good this Test match. Even with Virat Kohli, you saw him go round the wicket. He's trying to do things, changes the angle. Batsman feels he's going to leave that one. He comes and hits that wicket. Placed it beautifully, Ravindra.
Yeah, he'll take it nonetheless. Hit the back of the blade. He was trying to shoulder arms, pull the bat away, but a little too late in doing so. Jadeja.
Yeah, things are going your way. Make the most of it.
Cut away. Was an awkward bounce for the fielder at gully. And he gets a boundary.
Vihari doesn't play many shots off the back foot. He's comfortable driving the ball. This one's short. He's a bit lucky there as well to get 4. Should have been stopped. He'd take that.
Oh, up in the air. 45 ran back to try and take the catch, but just leaked too far. Looks as the man chasing. Here we go. Look, the top edge, just what the spinner wants. Very tricky to sweep on a wicket with a bit of bounce. Oh, that's a nice shot. Crashed on the back foot. It won't go for 4. It should probably be 2 or maybe 3 if they get a wriggle on. They're going for 3. Here comes the throw in. Got to go. Jadeja's got to get a move on. Oh, this one's straight up in the air. Jadeja's got tired. He's had a big swipe. And it's very well taken by Bravo. So Rakeem Cornwall gets just desserts, just rewards. For being very patient. And Jadeja's knock, his vigil, his very patient knock, comes to an end. He goes for the big shot.
Hit him across the spin to Swanee. This one was spinning across him. Decided he was going to go across. Let's have a look at this. Yes, went straight up into the air, into the safe hands of Darren Bravo. Well watched, well taken.
Well, the dangerous thing with Rakeem Cornwall, if you're going to slog or lap slog, there's the bounce, can hit the top edge, go in the air. That's what happened. Jadeja gone for 16. India now 302 for 7. And it brings Ishant Sharma to the crease. No great average, but we all know he's better than that.
Nice touch from Vihari. Another boundary. He is played with the greatest skill and patience.
Yeah, good awareness of where the field is, and I think this is where both Rakeem Cornwall and the captain should get together. Get the man from covers, keep it open, bring him to backward short leg, and bring the man up from mid-on. Oh! did everything right, Rakim Cornwall. John Campbell not able to hold on to it.
Great effort. Standing effort. It's a nice shot. That's a lovely shot. Dropped one ball, punishes the next.
Get a feel for the bowler. Just an outstanding drifter, which got the edge, and then good use of the feet. Yes, lunging forward, playing with low hands. John Campbell. Did he react slightly late this time to the pitch of the delivery? Another short delivery and put away. And the perfect length, sharp single. And had he hit, Ishant Sharma would have had no chance. Overthrow and 5 runs.
So quickly, in fact, it happened. Roach had no chance of backing up at mid-on. Not often you see Ishant branch off into aggression, but he did it quite well with no one at deep square leg.
It took everyone by surprise, including myself. You're right, he generally is happy defending the ball. Just taking that chance, realizing that there was no one there. And the good thing was that he didn't bend down completely.
Finger goes up, and now Jason Holder has his man. The 5-wicket haul. They've gone for the review.
Ball tracking coming up now. Impact is in line and missing the wickets, going over the top. So I'll be coming back to Paul on field. Paul's missing the wickets, so you'll be changing your decision to not out. You're on screen now.
Good use of the review system. It denies Jason Holder.
And he has to continue that if he wants to stay here. Oh. Another confusion. And Ishant Sharma was nowhere in the picture. The cat has 9 lives. Ishant's already got 2.
Just great judgment from Hanuma Vihari. He's having an outstanding series, an outstanding test match again. It's been a testing and probing morning on this Sabina Park pitch, but he's weathered the storm. Jason Holder, he'll be reasonably pleased. He would have liked another couple of wickets for his team. 2 wickets in the session and 72 runs.
So at lunch, India had moved on to 336 for 7. Vihari on to 84 not out. That early wicket in the morning, Pant bowled 27 by Holder. And Jadeja, the other wicket, to go for 16. Another wicket for Rakim Cornwall. And so the bowling card, Jason Holder, there's his 4th wicket. 4 for 62 from 28, another sterling effort. Rakim Cornwall, a well-deserved 2nd wicket. 2 for 97 from 36 overs.
Very draining this day of Test cricket because of the heat. There's a fair amount of wind blowing across the ground, but still, more so for the West Indies, they've had to work really hard. Much more attacking feel in play. Silly point, short leg, and a slip as well, so pressure. Too straight, Ishant Sharma. Well, he's looking much more comfortable at the crease. Gets his second boundary.
Yeah, rare ball that's gone down the leg side. He's bowled beautifully. He's into his 29th over. Maybe a couple of balls have gone down the leg side and a rare ball that's been flicked.
And again, just jumping across to the offside. And happy to flick it through the onside.
Whoa, nowhere close.
Nicely driven. Timed superbly as well. Ishant Sharma growing in strength and stature.
Talked about him not driving the ball, but in this case he gets a nice half volley, and even that one has gone to covers. So the mid-off is still waiting for a ball to come. Beautifully driven that. He's been around for a while now. He's played 34 balls. And this is the best shot that he's played in his innings. And that'll please the dressing room.
50 partnership, 350 comes up for India. Finds the outside edge, but just evades the fielder in that gully region. And this is getting very frustrating for the West Indians.
He may not have intended it to go there. He was trying to play that off drive. Maybe half a chance there. But he'd take it. Yeah, the faces tell you the story. There's two guys in the middle who are relaxed and enjoying what's happening. It's going their way. Oohs and ahs from West Indians.
And again, clipped away through the onside. Takes Ishant Sharma into the 30s now.
So close to the commentary of the decade. The tension rose palpably in this commentary box. Ian Bishop reading the game like a book. It's really well bowled. There's the off cutter more than the in swinger. So close to off stump. I feel for you, Bish. That was the immediate retirement plan.
He was going to come. Makes you bowl at him, Hanuma Vihari. He waits, and asks you to come to his strength.
Yeah, Bish, you can just see the fatigue starting to set in, not so much snap in this over. It's very hard to be that patient outside off stump. You see the ball moving, you think you owe your team a wicket. Very hard to resist. Trying to zone in on the stumps for one. That's when you see it with his action there. No, just let that go. Just push that down. Push that into the pads. More runs for Sharma. Just the two. It's important if you're the West Indies not to get frustrated. The ball is talking, it is moving.
Can't say the West Indies haven't worked hard today. They've been diligent. Sharma's been good, and Vihari even better.
This is the new Ishant Sharma. This is the batting version 2.0. He's just swept this with aplomb.
Ishan Sobers on the ground on which the great man Sir Gary scored his 365, the then world record, bringing out everything.
Get
8 away from a half century now.
Misfield from Roston Chase.
These are the things that would happen, you know, especially when you've been out in the field for a long time. It's a hot day. Let's have a look at the little misfield here. Nothing, no real devil in that. Just a little bubble.
Should be 4. It's got enough legs on it. And gets to his highest test score, 6 runs. Beg your pardon, 4 runs short of his maiden 100.
Pretty good shot off the back foot. As you can see, just rocking back, making a little room for himself, clearing the front leg. Bang. Brilliant. Especially he deserves what I think he's getting. He's played pretty well up to this test. Captain Kohli acknowledges.
Nicely done away. Will it get to the boundary? Should get a couple. He's shown great appetite. He's grown great judgment outside the off stump. What a moment it'll be for any batsman, and especially if it's going to be your first one. Yep, goes for it, goes for the single. Will Ishant Sharma make it? Yes, he does. What a well-compiled century from Hanuma Vihari. He's absolutely elated. So is the Indian team.
Brilliant. Looks to the sky. Thank the Almighty. He should be happy and pleased in himself. It's a magnificent achievement, and that is why I think he's giving Ishan a hug as well, because Ishan would have played a huge part in that particular partnership, pulling him along as well, giving him maximum support. He's laid his marker down.
Oh, now it's Ishant's turn. 3 shot of his maiden half century.
That's a good shot from Ishan, and you can see for sure that he's really enjoying his batting. This one just outside off stump, bit of bunks, wasn't that straight, gave Ishan Sharma enough room for him to just steer it down to third man, and he's looking the part.
Driven nicely.
We speak about the V. We were just speaking about that, Muley.
The 400 up for India with that boundary, and he's definitely grown in confidence. I think that 100 and the way he's batted will give him immense confidence going forward.
Big shot. Looking at the replay, that's a great area, and especially you've been in for such a long time.
Sweeps and will get to his maiden half century. His second in first-class cricket.
You look at everyone on the balcony, Virat Kohli as well, Ravi Shastri, the coach. Everyone is just elated with the fact that this individual would have done so well, and be proud to see a tail ender batting with such responsibilities.
Oh, been really good taking those catches, but not of his own bowling.
That was pretty hard, Muley. I think Sharma advanced down the wicket, pulled down a little short, and hit it really hard. And regardless of how big Cornwall hand may be, that was hit with some power.
Oh, paddle sweep. Will he get to it? No. Another boundary. to Ishant Sharma, his 7th, and he's growing in confidence.
When you have a look at this particular delivery, it is going to suggest that this is Mickey Mouse stuff. You look at that. That's not good at present, because West Indies are leaking runs at the moment.
Oh, through his pads, missed everyone. Has he got any bat on it? Umpire Kettleborough signaling a leg by. He's making his intentions very clear. Ishant Sharma wants to run at everything.
I can tell you, when he was defending earlier, he looked pretty good.
Goes big. Does he go long? No. Goes straight into the hands of Shimron Hetmeyer. And his wonderful innings comes to an end.
He missed out on 100. But of course, at this particular stage, India looking to accelerate the scoring to try and put the Windies in. Try and get as many runs as possible. Oh, what an innings. What a partnership this. He was getting just a little bit ambitious over there. We saw that with that attempted reverse sweep. Wasn't quite able to clear. Hetmeyer, simple catch to him. But an invaluable innings from Ishant Sharma. 57 comes to an end. 414 for 8. Mohammad Shami. Well, 433. He's got a 50. He's got a highest score of 51.
Loud appeal, yes. Another wicket for the debutant, Rakeem Cornwall. He's been excellent, and he will be very pleased with his 3rd.
Ball bouncing just a little bit more. We saw that even with the Pujara wicket. He's a tall man. This pitch has got a little bit of bounce as well. It's a hard pitch, and so you can see, look at that bounce. That bounce was there. Shami not able to cope with it. Good catch by Hamilton. 416 for 9, and Shami has gone without troubling the scorers.
New batsman after Shami was dismissed. No 50s for Bumrah just yet. Very early in his test career. Will he get it? Will he get it? Yes, he does. What a moment for him. He knows it. Jason Holder, another 5-wicket haul here at Sabina Park. His 3rd consecutive fifers. What an effort from the West Indian captain. He's been simply outstanding with the ball.
Going for the big hit, not quite able to get onto it, and Kemar Roach takes a very good catch, running backwards, never easy. So India all out for 416. What a fine innings this has been from the young man Hanuma Vihari. His first 100 in Test cricket. It's a terrific innings. Very good partnership with Ishant Sharma. More than 100 runs, which gave India a total of over 400.
So the end of the India innings brought about tea. 416 all out in the end, with Vihari a maiden century, 111 in the end. And Ishant Sharma, there he goes. Absolute all-rounder these days, 57. And the partnerships there, Ishant and Vihari, look, 112. Really was a match-changing partnership, that. So India, 416. For the bowlers, a 3rd wicket for Rakeem Cornwall, 3 for 105 from 41. Excellent first test outing for him. And Jason Holder, 5 for 77 from 32.1, the pick of the West Indies bowlers.
Well, these two openers, Greg Brathwaite and John Campbell, will need to follow suit and produce what is required at the top of the innings. Yes, it will be about scoring runs, but at the same time ensuring that they don't expose their number 3. first delivery of the innings for India.
Let's see whether or not that being in the field for such lengthy periods of time, see what parts is plays. But these modern day cricketers, they're fit as anything else.
Clipped away, some inward movement. First run on the board for the West Indies. Was their bat on this one? 4 more added to the total. Snaked and taken. Well, you felt it was a matter of time from that angle that Bumrah came. With the ball swinging in, swinging away. One mistake would have resulted in a wicket. And it is John Campbell, the first to depart.
That looks okay. That's perfect. And I know the other thing is going to be perfect as well, because he'll be on his way. Let's have a look at this delivery. That went a long, long way. That was a good delivery. Very good delivery from where we are sitting. A jubilant Bumrah. That was a brilliant. Campbell goes for 2. 9 for 1.
Darren Bravo coming in at number 3. Usually we see him at number 4, so a change in the order for this test.
Brilliant. Jasprit Bumrah shift from the Michael Holding end to the Cornwall end with the wind is drawing blood here at Sabina. Brilliant again.
Well, there's nothing that Darren Bravo could have done. Such a good delivery. Look at the line, look at the length. He couldn't do anything, and he didn't even push at the ball. He did not even push at the ball. It was just too good a delivery. Jasprit Bumrah getting his 2nd wicket. Darren Bravo, he was uncomfortable in his short stay, so his misery has been ended. Gone for 4, 2 down 13 now.
Shamar Brooks' 2nd test match, not at 3 today, but at 4. Close, gone. First ball, finger goes up. That deep in swing. It's as if Bumrah has left nothing from Antigua. They've gone for the review.
Ball tracking coming up now, Paul. Impact is in line. And hitting the wickets is 3 reds. You'll be staying with your decision. Paul, coming back to you on camera now. Stay with your decision.
So first ball duck, a golden duck as they call it, to Shamara Brooks at 13 for 3 now, the West Indies.
Roston Chase still averaging in the low 30s though. Very organized in comparison to others.
Oh, that would have gone down the leg side. This is marvelous bowling. Nope, it is going to go down the leg side. I think the excitement is what has caused them to go for the hat-trick.
Right, ball tracking coming up now, Paul. Impact is in line and hitting the wickets, 3 reds. Paul, I'll be coming back to you on field. Going to Paul, reverse your decision to out. Paul, please.
For an Indian in Test match cricket. And it could not go to a more special bowler.
Roston Chase is a very, very fine player. He's gone for a first ball duck too. It's a hat-trick for Bumrah, 13 for 4. Shimron Hetmyer batted well in the first innings, played a poor shot in the 2nd innings of the Antigua Test.
Oh, this is a nice stroke though. A little bit wider from Bumrah, half volley. The first boundary for the West Indies. Craig Brathwaite punches the classic off drive. Go just maybe getting a little bit greedy with the line and length. Expecting a huge extravagant swing. This one straight on. Lovely drive. Didn't try and hit the ball too hard. Just placed it past that mid-off fieldsman. Oh, but this one's out. An absolute beauty. That's the away swinger. Very full. Takes the outside edge. Flies through a brilliant catch behind the wicket. That's 5 wickets for Jasprit Bumrah. You are witnessing a display of fast bowling of the very highest order. Let's have a look. Very full. Induces the drive. Beautiful catch. Very acrobatic behind the stumps. Jasprit Bumrah, he loves that. Craig Brathwaite, he hit the 4, but then the very next ball he has to go for 10. West Indies in all sorts of bother. 22 for 5. Jason Holder is not a wicked man. He got 5 brilliant wickets himself earlier. And less than an hour later, pads are on and he's in the middle. Well, here we go. Hetmeyer's not going to stand on ceremony. Down the wicket and hoiks it away over the leg side. Jadeja won't like that, but he won't mind it too much, if that makes any sense to you at home. He doesn't want to get hit for 4, but it's good to see Hetmeyer in an aggressive frame of mind. He's going to try and bash his way out of trouble. That will bring chances for India. It may bring some respite for the West Indies. Here we go, straight in the air. Oh, that was so close to mid-off. For a second it looked like it hit it straight to the waiting hands of the mid-off fielder. It was curling towards the fielder as well. 12th man, Mashadav on the pitch. Let's have another look at this. Never a chance of a catch, but not at all convincing from Hetmeyer. Oh, beauty from Jadeja. Absolute beauty. It's going to run away for 4. Let's have a look. 4 byes, so no edge involved. Let's have a look at the replay here. This one really has gripped and bounced. Gorgeous flight. Lovely spin.
Didn't move all that much. Just did enough.
Oh, this is well played out on the offside. Punched away by Hetmeyer. Will it go for 4? Oh, magnificent chase. It's amazing how quickly you can run when your team have got 5 wickets. Lovely bit of fielding in the deep. I'm sure the umpires will check it, and that'll probably be 4 because his foot definitely seems to be on the big rubber boundary marker. Indeed it is.
Almost put the kiss of death on him.
We almost did there. That was pitched right up to him. The ball's been seaming around, it's been swinging, so you're looking at that length as a batsman, you're looking at that good length, and suddenly this one's pitched right up to him, almost a Yorker. Oh, almost plays all over it, swings and manages to keep it away from those slip fielders. At the moment, luck is favouring him for sure. He could have let that one go, but streaky there.
I mean, it's about keeping his concentration.
There's no doubt in this one. He went for it. A bit streaky there, but at least he was committed to that shot. He went and played the way he likes to play. And then the reaction that you get from him is, oh, why did I play that? I think that's the mindset, nothing else. There's everything that he's got. He's got everything that a batsman needs.
Got to be better. He's got to be better. That's almost identical to the way he was out in the second innings in Antigua. How many edges do you need in an over before the message gets home to you?
He's batted better than most of the batsmen we've seen in the last couple of series that have been here. He'll get another 4 for that. Nice shot, that one. That's driven. It's that one's a wide 2, but he's been positive on that one. I don't mind seeing that when he's positive and going for one which is a little further from him, because that's his shot, that's his natural instinct. Ever since he was a child, that's probably his natural instinct. He sees that ball in that range and he likes to drive it. It's the midway where he's just trying to, prod and, try and not smash it, but try and, place it. It is wide. He should let that one go. It is Test match cricket.
Got him. Shami does that. Just come right back in. And again, it's another tortured existence, and Jason Holder has turned his back on Shimron Hetmeyer, the non-striker's end. It really has been a tortured last 10 or 15 minutes for him.
This one was pitched right up to him. He played a drive a couple of balls ago. This one, he plays all over it. Oh, hits on the top of that off stump. Misses it all. Missed the line, missed the length. And ends the torture that Ian was talking about. It has been torturous for him in the last couple of overs. He gets 34, 67 for 6, West Indies.
First Test match innings for Jamal Hamilton.
Trying to go to the block hole, instead finds the bat. Boundary to Jason Holder.
The one player who stood tall throughout this Test match with ball firstly. His third consecutive 5-wicket haul here at Sabina. And now he's looked solidly with the bat, despite losing his partners on the other end. High in the air. Should be taken. Rohit Sharma makes no mistake. The substitute fielder. This is a rare sight. Jason Holder, usually very mature in his decision making. Immediately, Bumrah yet again, another wicket.
Yep, the magician is back. This time it was just a simple trick. It was not a brute of an in-swing or a brute of an outswing. It was just a short delivery. And when you have the rub of the green, everything goes your way. Substitute Rohit Sharma making sure that he cushioned that catch. Went quite high into the sun. And you don't want to be dropping a catch when you come in as a substitute. So the skipper goes absolutely disgusted with himself for 18. It's 78 for 7.
Rakeem Cornwall will, for the first time, get his opportunity to bat in a Test match. Down the leg side. Bob Eyes attempting that straight full delivery. Edged. The wicketkeeper was moving to the leg side and created a bigger gap between himself and the first slip. First runs for Rakeem Cornwall in Test cricket. He'll take it nonetheless.
Not convincing, very streaky. The short one, fending at it. No reaction from Cheteshwar Pujara at all. Extremely late. Vihari-Pant moving with the angle of the ball. Streaky, but 4 nonetheless.
Extra bounce, well played in the end, taking the bottom hand off. Yep, it's been a good day's work by India and their bowlers. 7 wickets they've accounted for. And the West Indians, they will have a lot to think about tonight. Very much up against it.
What a day Jasprit Bumrah has had. 5 wickets within the first 6 overs, ending up with 6, and every time he bowled, you got a feeling that something was going to happen.
And so if you've caught your breath yet, you'll see that scorecard. 87 for 7, an absolute blitzkrieg from Jasprit Bumrah. 6 wickets bowling the speed of light, swinging it one way, swinging it the next. Shimron Hetmeyer with 34, Jason Holder 18, the only semblance of resistance. And so there we go. Ishant bowled well, none for 20 from 6.5. Bumrah though, 9.1, 6 for 16. Absolute outstanding effort. Shami with the other wicket, 1 for 19 from 8. And so the summary, India 416. That looks a long, long way off for the West Indies at the end of day 2, 87 for 7. The overnight scores, West Indies 87 for 7, 329 runs behind India's 416. Jasprit Bumrah 6 for 16 overnight, Mohammad Shami 1 for 19. Let's go and join the action.
Jimmer Hamilton from Anguilla on 2. And Rakeem Cornwall, big man from Antigua, on 4. Mohammad Shami got rid of Shimron Hetmeyer yesterday. I love the base of his running, the wrist position, incomparable.
Bye.
Close one, close one, close one. No review. Morning, Sunny.
Morning, Vish. Yes, the first ball itself swinging in a little bit to Cornwall. You can see that he's just gone there. Yeah, clearly it would have gone down the leg side. Sometimes, of course, the umpires get a little bit deceived by the follow through. They all count. They don't have to be off the middle of the bat. Looking to play the drive. The front foot was not quite there. Big gap between bat and the pads, that inside edge, nowhere near Vihari-Pant. That's a quick 2. Not an easy 2, but a quick 2. He's become a cult figure, you're right, absolutely right. Well, Bumrah had to watch out.
Yeah, short ball, and it does for Cornwall. The first one that he's received this morning, proving too hot to handle from Shami.
He's got a very good bouncer. Mohammad Shami does have a very good bouncer. It's accurate. It comes skidding at your face. Never easy to negotiate. That's what he's done. You can see that. Very, very accurate bouncer. And a simple catch there to Ajinkya Rahane. So his stubborn resistance for 31 deliveries comes to an end. Cornwall gone for 14, 8 down, 97.
Roach joins Jamal Hamilton.
Getting closer to 1,000 runs in Test cricket. 135 runs away. That is a very good shot. Leaning into the drive. It was a half volley, but it still had to be dealt with. It still had to be put away. Yes, leaning into the drive, which was wide. A wide half volley. Good timing on that.
Yeah, no great swing. Half volley easy to put away on this surface. Nice shot. Nice glance from Roach. No rabbit with the bat whatsoever.
Yes, the incoming delivery. Got inside the line and glanced it very, very fine. See, he's got inside the line and played it really well. Bumrah is much more squarer. He had no chance. That ball was bowled at over 144 kilometers per hour, so off the bat it went quickly too.
Looks very easy on the eyes. Roach, if you didn't know he was a low order batsman, you'd think that is a shot from someone at the top.
Yeah, while everybody else has struggled in the last 2 test matches, this man has hit some glorious shots. He played a few of Ravindra Jadeja in the last game, and this is as good a shot as you're going to get. Not a half volley, decent delivery. Look at that, he's placed it through covers.
Oh, but this one's gone. Ishant Sharma joins the action for the bowlers in the wicket tally. Hamilton's debut innings comes to an end for 5. Good dismissal outside that off stump. Had Hamilton pushing at the ball, trying to hit it into that empty cover gap. Flew away to slip, and a sharp catch, Viv.
That's success for Sharma. He defended pretty well. Pretty good catch from Captain Virat Kohli. And you can see Hamilton would be a little bit disappointed. Caught Kohli. Spent some time at the crease, 59 deliveries for 5. So it goes to show you that 117 for 9.
This is going to be caught in the cover. It is. Jadeja joins the party. Roach going for the big hoik over the top. Skews it away into the covers. Very easy catch there. And now we'll have to see when the Virat Kohli is going to ask his West Indian counterparts to bat again, or whether India will bat. I think that India may bat again. Here we go with the wicket outside the off stump, thrown up. Very easy catch from Mayank, who could have his pads on again in a few minutes. We'll just confirm to you what we think, that India will be batting again. Roach gone for 17. West Indies all out for 117. Virat Kohli applauding the umpires off. Jasprit Bumrah takes all the plaudits for a brilliant effort. And another side note for you as well, Ishant Sharma taking his wicket this morning became the most successful Indian quick outside Asia, passing Kapil Dev's 155 wickets on 156 now. So a brilliant team effort from India, who look like they'll be batting again. So the West Indies first innings comes to a close. 117 all out. Shimon Hetmeyer top scorer with 34. And the 3 wickets falling this morning didn't add too many runs to the overnight total. For India, Ishant 1 for 24 from 10.5. Bumrah the pick of the bowlers, 6 for 27 from 12.1. Shami with 2 for 34. And Jadeja picking up the last scarp, 1 for 19 from 11.1. So there we go. India 416 all out, and West Indies in reply 117, 299 runs behind. Jason Holder, what does he say to his team? How does he try and rally them and get some enthusiasm amongst these boys?
Let's hope that they get some quick wickets. That, I think, would be the main talk. It's been pretty humid here in Jamaica, and it's going to be a tough ask for the Windies pacemen, because certainly they are at a disadvantage at this particular point. And the most important thing is for them to get some quick wickets. Roach, if he can do that, Shannon Gabriel can come to the party in this particular innings and sort of nullify the run scoring factors for India. That I think would be the main plan.
Absolutely. And opening up for India, Mayank Agarwal. He's good average 45, got 50 in the first innings, but he's failed to convert any of his starts so far in this series. Kemar Roach is going to take the ball for the West Indies. You got to feel a bit sorry for Kemar Roach. Seems forever to be bowling. KL Rahul at the non-striker's end. His average 35 for a player of his outstanding talents. Needs to start to head north soon. Here we go, Kemar Roach has bowled superbly in this series so far. 31-year-old opening bowler. That's a good spot from you, Viv. I'm having a look round now as well.
That's a brilliant shot. This time Agarwal punched this one down to long on or mid on. That's a good way to start proceedings.
Lovely way to get off the mark. Holder, we know he's going to bowl it for a little bit of shape. It actually moved a bit off the seam as well. Agarwal was equal to it, punched it straight back past the stumps. Glorious first shot. You see the bat didn't even wobble there. You know it's going to go for 4. The West Indies outfields are fast.
Squirted away. First runs for KL Rahul. Not actually, I don't think where he intended it to go. He looked to go squarer.
Searching for swing there. Kemar Roach. Oh, came back in sharply. Did he get a bit of bat? No. Umpire Kettleborough thinks it's out. Mayank Agarwal asking his partner. And goes for the referral.
Ball tracking coming up now, Richard. Impact is in line. And hitting the wickets, umpire's call. So you'll be staying with your decision. Richard, you're on screen now. Stay with your decision of out.
Great reward for Kemar Roach, who bowled manfully for 1 wicket in that first innings. And disappointment for Mayank Agarwal. Goes for 4, 9 for 1. Pujara, who's not had the best tour after his exploits in Australia during the previous test series for India. This one has not gone the way that he would like so far.
As you said, meager returns for somebody quite prolific like Cheteshwar Pujara in West Indies. He's got a couple of really good deliveries in the first game in Antigua. Kemar Roach.
I should say the anticipated height, but then the odd one is just bouncing a little bit more. There, I want to see a man in there for Cheteshwar Pujara.
Cut away because there was no one there. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Gets himself a boundary.
Bowled, well bowled again, and again that shot from Rahul where the ball comes off the face of the bat and then he looks as though he wants to leave it. It's an interesting idiosyncrasy I suppose tradition would say that he should have a better base and then be able to hold his position on contact. This one he had a little bit of doubt again. It's a good over before lunch for Shannon Gabriel, but generally a disappointing morning for the West Indies. India taking 4 wickets falling in the session. One of those Mayank Agarwal, and that wicket went to Kemar Roach.
So after refusing to enforce the follow-on, India go to lunch at 16 for 1, 315 runs ahead of the West Indies.
India in their second dig at the crease, 16 for 1. KL Rahul lost his partner Mayank Agarwal very early, just prior to the lunch interval. I'm sure we'll see a lot of overs from this debutant, Rakeem Cornwall. First delivery after lunch. Cornwall to continue. Gets it through. Pujara, who's not afraid to use his feet.
Yeah, he's started using his feet to spinners more now. You see that he's always looking to get forward and get to the pitch of it, and that's his, you know, bailout shot as well.
Uppishly. No ball signal by the umpire. Very good effort from Darren Bravo.
Is he okay there? Has the ball left his hand at that moment? One frame behind that one, I think. There.
Really close. I'll give the benefit.
Oh, it wasn't a bluff, it was a no ball, and it's gone for 4. So it's a pretty disappointing outcome. Not very well directed on this occasion. Really did seem to cut off the wicket, actually. Might be a bit unlucky, that. This one's flicked away to the leg side. The field he's got is an exceptional field when there's a bit of turn. That's a good line. No reward for the bowler, edge for 4. Skidding on with the arm. It's nicely bowled. I just think if Cornwall could go slightly wider on the crease, bowl a slightly wider angle, can afford to bowl it fairly full, encourage Pujara to drive, that would keep him inside the crease. Oh, here we go, that's a beauty. Kemar Roach, gorgeous line and length outside that off stump. And the nick through to Hamilton. Celebrates by hoying the ball miles up in the air. KL Raoul's long vigil comes to an end, caught behind with a beauty, Bish.
It is the line I talked about earlier that Ishant Sharma bowled this morning, that the West Indies need to bowl, and Roach, Holder and Gabriel have done it brilliantly. This innings is the turn of Roach to get the rewards. 6 to Rahul, 36 for 2.
Brings out this young man you may have heard of, Virat Kohli. I think he's got potential in the game.
Yes, same line. Finger goes up, same line. Brilliant from Roach. Brilliant. He invested a lot in the first innings, and now he's reaping the dividends of it. How often does Virat Kohli go for duck?
Well, it's the first time I've seen it. Beautiful. Ian Bishop called it. Same line, same area, same line. It was exactly the same delivery, exactly the same outcome. Let's have a look. Just enough movement to the new batsman, the perfect position. Hamilton doesn't mess around, throws it up to the moon. Kemar Roach, the luck has finally started to turn for him. And he's now on a hat-trick. Brilliant from Kemar Roach. Virat Kohli has to go. First ball. India now 36 for 3.
Every man down on the onside, including Kemar Roach, on their knees, the West Indians. A whisker away from a second hat-trick in 2 days at Sabina.
Well, you see Hetmeyer there on the ground. Hands went to heads, 11 sets of hands went to head. The ball inside edge by Rahane. Let's have a look at this. How close was this? Oh my word. And look at the fielders down. Like a sudden gust of wind blew them off their feet. Here's the crowd. Look at the lady down the front, head in her hands. Kemar Roach can't believe it. That's an aggressive start by Rahane, beautifully played. Down the wicket, gets the pitch, punches it through the offside. This is one of the problems with bowling a very straight line. The batsmen don't worry about running past the ball. You can get the ball a foot wide of off stump. There's always the jeopardy that their man comes down the wicket, spins, or doesn't spin, goes straight on with the arm, it goes past the outside edge.
Very fine, drifting there and tickled away. The boundary to Pujara. .50 up for India.
Not the best delivery from Jason Holder. Drifting down the leg side, and any good batsman is going to pounce on that. Just a little flick and away it run. Just ran away for 4. Let's have a look again. As you can see, pretty wide down leg side. And any batter would relish getting an opportunity to score.
Slightly short, punched away. Does it have the legs to get to the boundary? 3 runs. In the air and taken. Just fending it off, little bit of bounce. And a good catch from Shamar Brooks. Perfectly fine.
That looks good. Let's have a look at this delivery. Whenever you give or pump a batsman up, that is what you get. And I guess maybe I'm working on behalf of the Windies now.
Wicket, we were just talking about how long Pujara can bat. So his series is over as a batsman. Pujara goes for 27. It's 57 for 4.
It's brought the Centurion for his second opportunity in this test. First run after 3 consecutive maidens by the West Indian bowlers. Breaking the shackles a bit here, Ajinkya Rahane.
Nicely punched. But they'll have to put in a little bit of effort to go for the 3rd run. Just presume that ball would go to the boundary. Very, very good running this from Rahane. recognizing the need to put some pressure back on the West Indies and keeping the scoreboard ticking. Gabriel, he's been disappointing in this match, you've got to say that. He stopped, saved runs for his team, at least 2, maybe 1.
Kimo Paul, the substitute fielder, very active at backward point. Made a really good save a couple deliveries ago. This time getting a hand. 2 hands, in fact. Short pulled. Goes all the way. That was a quick delivery from Shannon Gabriel. He was not in control. But runs, it's a scarcity in this innings, and India will take them. Still a very attacking feel for Rakeem Cornwall. This was the last delivery of the last over.
Well, not quite in control.
That should be T. Umpires will flick the bail. India will go into the break on 73 for 4. The West Indies will be quite pleased with their bowling effort, this man in particular. And this session was quite good for them with the ball.
So at tea, a superb fight back from the West Indies. India on 73 for 4. 3 wickets for Roach, including the prize scalp of skipper Virat Kohli for a first ball duck. Now, the luck finally changing for Roach, who's not had much in the 2 test matches so far, but 3 for 12 from 7, 1 for 9 from 8 for the excellent Jason Holder. So at tea, India 73 for 4, 372 runs ahead of the West Indies.
Vihari on 3. Looks very calm, very settled at the crease. I think that's a hallmark of his style of play. Unfazed, unruffled. Rahane, he's a little more purposeful in terms of his approach. Not afraid to use his feet. Try to throw the bowler off. Rakeem Cornwall, look at his economy rate in this innings, under 2. And use of the feet just to smother the length, maybe the turn as well.
That's good company. That's a good shot. Brilliant shot from Vihari. A little wide outside off, so just give him some room. And he used his hands beautifully. Pretty welcoming for India.
Yeah, I don't know how we should qualify Sagafi Sobers on that list, because he used to bowl his spin as well.
That's a tricky one. This was a heave from Rahane. When we have a look at it, we can see the intentions from Rahane. Didn't quite get to the pitch. Came off the inside edge.
Nicely played. The elegance of this man, just continuing from where he left off in that first innings.
When you would have scored 100 in the first innings and you get a delivery of this nature, which is on your legs, and you are in good nick, that's what you do with it. Brilliant. Magnificent. Stood his ground, and the wrist came into play. They're quite happy with that. There's a fist bump.
The class again of Vihari through the onside. This time not so square, a little bit straighter. just to beat the mid-on to his right. Fine shot.
That's when you're in good nick and you're coming off 100. This is meat and drink. Just stood his ground and even just slanted in a little bit, didn't move to you off, just came in a little bit, which created the shot.
Set a new record. They'll need to play shots like this. Second boundary of the over. And it goes to Hanuma Vihari, the man in full form. Look at this, the best of the lot, you would say, Saviv.
This one was hit on the up.
Use of the feet again. No timing. But he will get a boundary. This time Ajinkya Rahane takes the lead now to 400 for India. Definite intent, more intent being shown here.
Yes, we can see that they're looking to go on the attack.
Nice shot. There was an intentional drop of the knees to get under this delivery from Vihari. Gets the elevation and gets the result that he wanted.
So that I know Captain Kohli would have been pleased about, because certainly it looks like they're looking to increase the tempo, and as we can see Captain Kohli in the background, he'll be happy with that.
Nice use of the feet. Look at that. Advancing, he's been doing it a couple times. Not getting it off the middle of the bat this time. Very successful, most successful for Rahane.
Feet. That is sweet. And especially when the captain gives you the license for you to up the tempo. That's good stuff. Really good stuff.
West Indies now wilting under the attack, under the pump now from the Indian batsman. That's another fine shot, making good use of the crease, going on to the back foot. The previous ball, not the previous ball, the previous ball he had faced, not Rahane, he had gone down the pitch. So Chase dropping it short. That's exactly what Vihari wanted, because then he can go on to the back foot and cut it for a boundary. Not look a gift horse in the mouth, and this is a classic Ajinkya Rahane cover drive.
More runs, creeping closer to that 450 lead, 441 at the moment, and 48 to Rahane, 47 to Vihari.
Bowling it outside the leg stump. Cornwall maybe just a little bit tired and short as well.
Half century for Hanuma Vihari, and it's come in a time where it's suited the needs of India because it's come at a pace. Just 67 deliveries.
Top effort, this top effort, top batting.
In the gap and 4, doesn't matter. It's another boundary and another half century for Ajinkya Rahane. Number 19.
Well, the message did come to throw their bats at the ball and get as many runs as possible. There is a defensive field, all right. There's a long off, a long on, mid-wicket, deep square leg.
Best times for any fast bowler, especially when you're looking to have a go at your opponents, because as you know, there's going to be a rest. Here's the declaration.
So there you go. Just the 2 overs, Rahane making sure that he knew he was getting a red ink and not out no matter what was happening there. Blocked the last ball, and I don't blame him either. Brilliant game for him, 64. Vihari again to go with his 111 in the first innings, 53 not out. So India have declared 168 for 4, a lead of 467 runs. So Virat Kohli pulls the plug on 168 for 4. Ajinkya Rahane 64 not out. Excellent test series for him. And Vihari goes with his first innings 111, 53 not out. For the West Indies, things didn't improve after the tea break. 3 for 28 from 10 for Kemar Roach, 1 for 20 from 11.4 for Holder. And another mention in dispatches for Rakeem Cornwall, 23 overs, none for 68 to complete a very successful first test match. And so there we have it. India 467 runs ahead. The maths are simple. West Indies need 468 to win. India need 10 wickets to win. Virat Kohli, he knows what's at stake. His team have won the 2020 section, the one-day section, and they're leading the test match section of this tour. And they want to be ruthless. They want to see more of the same that his team gave him last night, where Jasprit Bumrah was irresistible. And John Campbell here, averaging 26. We're desperately hoping that today's the day he can get that average up to around the 30 mark, a big 100. And out in the middle with him is Craig Brathwaite.
58 matches, 110 innings, 3,474 runs at an average of 634.06.
So it's Ishant Sharma going to start things off from the Courtney Walsh end here at Spina Park. There's a breeze blowing across the ground, helping his in-swinger. But as you can see, the sun is still blazing, barely a cloud in the sky. Been blessed with gorgeous weather this week. And Ishant is off. And so is Campbell off the mark. Nice little dink to leg. Oh, that's a nice shot down the ground. Bumrah over pitching. Full follow through with a drive. That's 4 runs.
Let's have a look at Campbell driving down the ground. Nice to be positive as well when you do get an opportunity to let the arms go. Good stuff.
Oh, it's a beauty. An absolute beauty. Just leaving the outside edge of Brathwaite. Ishant Sharma, who normally brings the ball in, has just turned it round, taken it away. The thin edge through to the keeper, Vihari-Pant. The umpire's going to have a look at the foot, I think. That's okay. That's absolutely fine. But Viv, a beautiful bit of bowling.
It is. No movement of Brathwaite's feet, and you can tell it's a batsman out of nick who's looking to nick it with the position that he got himself in, and credit must be given to Sharma. And I guess that whole ploy about Bumrah coming at this particular end would have changed somewhat with the fall of that wicket.
Brathwaite gone for 3, West Indies 9 for 1. So first strike to Ishant Sharma. Craig Brathwaite caught behind. Brings Darren Bravo to the crease.
Shots, man, that's going to be 4. I do not quite believe in that seniority stuff. I will take your call earlier when you said figures are much more important.
Powerful drive. Was uppish. Campbell will get 4 runs.
That's the Bravo I enjoy, especially when he's on the go. Sorry, Campbell. I'm extremely sorry. This guy is an individual. When he gets going, he can give it a real go. even though it's a little uppish. There wasn't any fieldsmen in the place.
Nice shot, good balance. This is a good amount of bat on this delivery. Bravo moves to 12.
You know him much better than anyone else does, Darren. He's from your part of the world. Seems like he's come in with some intent in the second innings. Standing outside the crease, played a few shots on the offside. Seems like he has a different mindset this innings.
He's usually a very fluent player, Darren Bravo.
Slapped away. Bumrah in hot pursuit. Should stop it before the boundary. Still 3 runs to John Campbell.
Won't let an opportunity go by. John Campbell. Edged and gone. I've spoken about his inability to stay tight, to sit disciplined. John Campbell, when you play in that manner outside the off stump, it's just a matter of time before you produce this opportunity. It comes, and Virat Kohli takes it.
They're always behind the line, Mohammad Shami. No worries about that. Possibly his kind of a wicket because he hits those lengths so consistently. Dropped one in a very similar manner, which was Shimron Hetmyer. That burst through his hands, but this time he accepts it gleefully. Does the Indian captain. John Campbell goes for 16. It's 37 for 2.
Shamar Brooks gets another opportunity with the bat in Test match cricket.
It's a different result. Flicked nicely. Darren Bravo has looked good. Gets to 18 with that boundary.
There's no question about his ability. I think the anxiousness of West Indian fans and supporters is getting them impatient. That's why there's a lot of debate about Darren Bravo, his form, his lack of productivity in terms of runs. But he's a class player. He's shown it in the past, 8 Test match centuries.
Very nice shot. Pitched up and just eased into it, Shamar Brooks. That'll give him a lot of confidence.
Over pitch delivery. Difference here, it was straighter, it was on the line of the off stump, so Shamar Brooks just had to get his body weight and head going in the direction of where he wanted to play it.
As a bowler, you don't mind it because you've got men in catching positions.
Inducing the drive, the false stroke. Bumrah, what an over. 45 for 2. That's the end of the day's play. A testing last over for Bravo, who survives.
2 wickets in the last session. More than 30 overs bowled. Second session yielded 3 wickets, and the first session, the maximum number of wickets, 4. So West Indies on day 3, 45 for 2. 2 more days to go, and still 423 runs adrift.
So at the close, the West Indies finish on 45 for 2 from 13 overs. Much more solid start compared to their last 2 innings. But a wicket for Shami and a wicket for Ishant means that things aren't exactly plain sailing. There we go, the bowlers. 1 for 13 for Ishant, 1 for 12 for Shami, as the day finishes 45 for 2. So this is where the match stands. India 4-1-6 in their first innings. West Indies replied with 1-1-7 India declined to enforce the follow-on, made 168 for 4. In the second innings, West Indies 45 for 2, still needing 423 more runs to win.
Shamar Brooks in his second test match. And for the senior statesman Darren Bravo, looking to once again regain his footing in international cricket after being out for a couple of seasons until late last year. Knock in the head yesterday as well from Jasprit Bumrah, so it'll be a test of character, but first it'll be Mohammad Shami.
Straight away, the half volley being punched. It could go for a boundary. Yes, even Jadeja can't stop it, and Jadeja is very, very quick.
Easy ball, very much a touch player.
Well, the first ball of the day, nice slow full toss.
Nice. Nice from Bravo. Really has so far in this brief innings mostly allowed the ball to come to him quite nicely.
But look at that, he's played it so well. The foot going nicely forward towards the pitch of the ball, middling the ball, and a boundary. Beautiful. And now suddenly the not feeling well is going off after hitting that terrific boundary.
It's a lovely shot and everything seemed okay up until all for the duration of this limited play this morning. And I think the normal assumption would wonder whether it is the after effects of yesterday's knock now coming in.
That is a nasty blow. The neck guards being knocked off. A nasty blow. Thank God for the helmet.
Roston Chase has arrived at the crease.
See, he scored a very, very fine century in the second innings of the test match here 3 years ago. That is one. You see the best score 137 not out here. Looking to bowl the same delivery that got him out in the first innings. The problem at the moment for him is that he is not getting a start. Very, very good delivery. Look at that. It's a big front foot stride and he's gone for a big push drive.
That has moved as much as I've ever seen a cricket ball move.
Inside edge, 2 sounds. Clever bowling.
A bit of bounce probably. Hit the back pad, a back leg.
There were 2 sounds, it appeared. Should be a couple. Even again Jadeja. Was thrown very hard.
beautiful. After a sequence of deliveries beating the outside edge, Brooks has a nice stride into this one.
You can see it's gone on the face of the bat. That is so important. Yes, it's a half volley, but he's played it well, leaning into the drive, as they say. But that'll not discourage Mohammad Shami. He'll be wanting the batsman to play around that area. A little extra movement might get him into trouble.
Now the buys. Yeah, 4 buys.
Loud appeal. Unmoved the umpire. Not quite sure if there was bat on it. And Virat Kohli has gone for the review.
Director, we have a review for caught behind. The original decision is not out. Can I check the front foot first, please? Thank you. That's a fair delivery. Thank you. Front on spin vision. Thank you. There's clearly no bat there, so but I will have to check ball tracking. Just keep rock and rolling that through to make sure it doesn't hit the bat on the way up there. Yeah. Yeah, Ultra Edge. I'll just double check with that. Yeah, just in case it's. So it's hit the pad first clearly, and then there's a gap between bat and ball. So yeah, we can go to ball tracking when you're ready. So original decision is not out. So impact is umpire's call. So and missing the wickets. So we'll be staying with Richard's on-field decision of not out. Richard, stay with your original decision of not out.
Review loss.
Nice shot that. Beautiful timing. Look at the way he placed it. Good use of the wrist there.
Look at this. Look how he opens the blade, gets to the pitch of the ball. Yeah, lovely timing. Appreciable amount of turn by signal.
Another beautiful shot there, this time by Brooks.
Elegantly played. We've seen a couple drives from him. This is another beauty. Sharma to continue. Goes high. Wide signal. Evidence of what we were speaking about at the pitch report, that the bounce on this surface will be more inconsistent. And we've seen signs of that inconsistent bounce on day 3. Fair amount of bat. He's dealing boundaries here, Shamar Brooks. Boundary number 5 in the innings so far, in a tally of 23.
That one swinging a little more than what Ishant would have liked. And it is going to test their patience as well. I think the Indian bowlers, Indian captain, will get tested differently. They've got used to blowing the West Indies team away. They'll have to work harder. It's almost an hour today. They haven't picked up a wicket.
Opens the blade. Intentional from Ruston Chase. He counters this strategy from Virat Kohli.
This one, he opens the blade even further, as Darren said, and places it past the point, behind point fielder. He's comfortable here. I think this line is what Ruston Chase likes.
It's a beautiful shot. Brooks has looked in fine form today. He probably knows this is his big chance. to get a big score, to say hello to Test cricket. Moves on to 27 with this one. Viv, you were saying off air what a good player this guy is.
Yeah, you look at this particular composure. I think this morning he did show it. And to keep your shape at this particular point, after having a look at this shot, that's a good shot. When you can play on drive, that's when you start the bat. Don't you believe that, Swanee?
I don't know, I never managed one myself. This looks very close indeed. I'm not surprised at all that the finger's gone up. The batsmen are going to get together and talk here, but I think he's in trouble, a lot of trouble. Yeah, they're having a review. Let's have a look at this.
TV umpire to the director. We have a review for LBW. The original decision is out. Can I check the front foot first, please? Yep, thank you. There's part of that foot in the air behind the line. Thank you. That's a fair delivery. Go to front on. Right, that's just roll that through. Clearly missed the bat there. There's no bat involved, so ball tracking when you're ready. And ball tracking coming up now. Pistol impact in line and hitting the wickets. Umpire's call. So you'll be staying with your original decision of out. You're on screen now. Stay with your decision.
There you go. So the finger goes up. It looked pretty good in full motion. Slow motion gave Ruston Chase a bit of hope that it might be slipping down the leg side, but the ball is hitting the stumps. The finger was up, so the umpire's decision is final. Ruston Chase goes for 12. West Indies 97 for 3. Shimron Hetmeyer, the new player for the West Indies, coming in after that LBW decision, went against Ruston Chase. Test average of 29.43, 550s, no hundreds. That conversion rate needs to start sorting itself out. He was top scorer in the first innings.
Because this individual, Hetmeyer, there's no problem with the way he gets starts, but haven't quite been able to finish it at the end of the over. 98 for 3.
Oh, that's in the air. He's hit it straight to extra cover. Hetmeyer needs some sense knocked into him. He's fallen straight into the trap. 4 slips in a gully. Obvious what was going to happen. The ball was going to be full going across him, drawing him into the drive, and he's fallen for the trap. Hit it straight to extra cover. Viv, what's going on?
Oh man, I thought that I was gonna, your 8-year-old was gonna knock those senses into you, but this is not the best stuff for an individual, you know, who we value quite dearly. That's a good catch, because that was crunch, but as you can see, Hetmeyer rather disappointed with that decision-making factor. Not good, not good.
No, if I were you, I'd get off your knees and quickly walk the other way. Don't go back to your changing room. Caught for 1, West Indies 98 for 4. Jermaine Blackwood takes the crease. He does average 30 in Test cricket. He's got that 100 against you-know-who, England. Oh, this one. Has this hit anything on the way through? No, just swing after the stumps. It's 4 byes. Now he's greeted with a drive down the ground from Blackwood. Very nicely timed, 4 runs.
That's one thing I know about Jermaine Blackwood, that anything that's in his area, he's not going to muck around with anything like that. He's a serious attacking player.
Crunch, here we go. Bit of wit. Blackwood, just as Sir Viv was saying, doesn't mess around. Through the kitchen sink at this one, Viv.
One is individual. If he sees ball, He's going to hit ball. As we just seen there, that exhibit. Look at that. Good flow of the arms.
Oh, this one's straight up in the air. How far's it gone? It's gone all the way. Gone all the way down the ground. Paul Rifle's going to look whether it bounced or went for sixth. It didn't seem like he was in much control, Viv. He's an absolute dasher, isn't he?
I said to you earlier that when this guy see the ball, he's going to hit it.
And he's hit a six. That definitely bounces on the other side of the little boards.
Gone for the review.
Thank you. TV umpire to director. We have a review for LBW. The original decision is not out. Can we check the front foot first, please? Thank you. That's a fair delivery. Thank you. Front on spin vision. Thank you. Okay, looks like there's no bat, but I'll confirm that with Ultra Edge, please. Ultra Edge coming up now. Oh, there's a spike there. He's got an inside edge on that. Okay, so there's bat on that. So we're going back on field to Richard. Richard is inside edge on that spike on Ultra Edge. So you're staying with your original decision of not out. You're on screen now.
So India have lost both their reviews. See, when you go that close to Blackwood, he loves that drive for the third time in his innings, and I think all three off Shami.
Just that as a bowler, you need to be patient, set the right fields, and every now and then throw in that delivery where he can't resist. Tried to go really hard at it, bat turning in his hand, just that enough wood on it and in the gap.
Some will call it a drop, and is well stopped. He was traveling 127 for 4. Brilliant, brilliant. Rahane moved well, and just the persistence of Jadeja has ended some resistance from Brooks.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And this is where you want him to be, because this is his strength. Any up and down, oh Lord. This has happened to him before as well in a Delhi Test match. I just hope point of impact is where what they see, because he hasn't released the ball yet. It's a legal delivery when it releases, but the point of initial contact, it could be that Shamar Brooks lives to see another day. Absolutely. This is where he releases the ball, Bish. And when you look at him, when he actually lands, which is what is the new no-ball rule, I think there's a bit behind the error of parallax, I don't know. But I definitely feel that there is something behind, but this is where he releases the ball.
Nice shot. Shami has pulled his length back in this over quite markedly, but Blackwood equal to the task with the width on it. Jadeja. And a lovely shot from Shamar Brooks.
Yeah, that's a good shot. You don't mind that. Nothing wrong with that.
Well played again by Blackwood. Runs quickly. He's very, very sharp.
Oh, unless and until you catch something like that, which is not going to happen. You're talking about a regulation bat pad, and a regulation bat pad, the ball needs to skid every time the ball's going to turn. You don't take that as yes, that would have been really lucky for Ravindra Jadeja. Oh, nearly. 145 for 4. Lunch on day 4 of this second test match.
So at lunchtime, the West Indies have moved on to 145 for 4. Not out batsman Brooks on 36 and Blackwood on 33. For India, the bowlers had a pretty tough morning. 2 for Ishant, 1 for Shami, 1 for Jadeja. So at lunchtime, 145 for 4. The West Indies still need 323 more runs to win. For India, the magic number is 6. 6 more wickets. We'll take a break. Join us afterwards for the second session.
Easy single.
Oh, that one seemed.
Nice single again. Outside edge. Just 2 fielders in that slip cordon. Lots of gaps. And he finds it. Shamar Brooks moves to 44 now.
He's been bowling in that area all day. Every time the batsman makes a mistake, he has an opportunity. There. Played it pretty well. Kept it low. Hands were soft. Spin and bounce. This was a tough one to play in spin and bounce.
First run in 3.2 overs for the West Indies. You expect this in Test cricket when you're playing against the #1 ranked team. Snaked and gone. Well, we spoke about this man and his effectiveness with the ball. Virat Kohli has his style, gets his result, breaks his partnership. The wicket of Jermaine Blackwood.
Yeah, he beat him with a delivery at the start of the over, but this one, Blackwood's played well, but goes fetching for this one. Could have let that one go. Nicely taken by Rishabh as well. That's the break India was looking for. Captain Kohli has something to say to someone for sure. Who is that? He's talking to you, Darren? Nope. Blackwood played well. 38 is all that he scored. 159 for 5.
Off the mark holder. Might even get 4, yep. Not a bad way to start. He mightn't like the shot, but 4 runs nonetheless.
Quick single. This is nicely played on the leg side. Jasprit Bumrah just drifting into the pads, and that's a maiden test century. Half century even for Brooks. Very well played. Beautiful shot to bring it up as well. He's fought hard today, hasn't he, Bish?
Absolutely, and Kemar Roach gives him an extended applause. So they came through the age group cricket together, played first-class cricket together, and what a magnificent feeling for Shamar Brooks, groomed for this stage from a youth. Nice shot, nice reach from Jason Holder. How easy is that?
Oh, this is glorious from Holder. Doesn't dance down the wicket, just uses that long reach of his. Straight through the line, very unfussy. Just short of the line. Crisp strike out of the middle of the bat. And he just come to the crease. Puts the spinner under pressure. And again, same result. 4 down the ground. Jadeja won't mind this too much. He will mind the 8 runs added to his bowling figures. Why tall players can be very hard to bowl at. They can reach balls that others can't.
Almost lost Virat-Kohli with that throw.
Very near. He's faced some of the nastiest bowlers in the world. I don't think Kohli's seen many balls fly past his nose like that potential overthrow did. Oh, is this going to be a run-out opportunity? Oh, it's a great bit of fielding, a great throw. Direct hit. Virat Kohli, I don't know if it's just excitement at hitting the stumps, or maybe the batsman was a bit lackadaisical getting back. Let's have a look. That's amazing, Phil.
Thank you. I've made my decision. I've made my decision. That is out. That is out.
Well, here we go. It's going to be OUT. As soon as they press the right button in the umpire's room, everyone knows it in the middle. India celebrating. Out. There we go. So Brooks has got to go. Run out by a brilliant, I repeat, brilliant bit of fielding from Virat Kohli. He does wonders with the bat. He's won so many games for India with the bat. But just watch this, kids. This is how you field. And I think Brooks, he saw what was happening, but just couldn't quite get into another gear. Couldn't quite believe that that ball was going to hit the stumps. The direct hit. A stunning bit of fielding. Shamar Brooks has to go for 50. West Indies now 177 for 6. So Hamilton, the wicket-keeper, the new man, following that brilliant bit of Virat Kohli fielding. We'll take another look whenever we can. Jadeja doesn't give us a great deal of time in between deliveries. It's in full speed. Oh, another one. One spat out of the rough. It's bounced, it's hit the glove, gone straight to second slip, and India are on a roll.
He'll check the front foot again, I think. He's already gotten a wicket with a no ball today. My goodness, oh no.
No, that's fine.
Perilously close, that, perilously. My goodness. Good luck to Rod Tucker, television umpire. There's nothing behind the line. There's nothing behind the line.
Oh, Jadeja, come on. Well, he's given him out, and you saw the reaction from Jadeja then. Absolutely relieved. And I think he may have got quite lucky here. Very, very borderline decision, touch and go. Get behind the line, for goodness sake, as a spinner. But the wicket stands 177 for 7. And now Raheem Cornwall. Just the one. Oh, there's a single there. I think Raheem Cornwall might have hit that ball and thought, no, Virat-Kohli was fielding around there somewhere. Let's have a look at the wicket. Hamilton has to play. Bounces, very low hands, but very good bowling. The worst sort of ball to face, second up. And oh, thank goodness for that. My foot was millimetres behind the line. And the bowling coach in the crowd gets another salute.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant from Vihari-Pant. It's all going downhill very quickly. The end of Cornwall.
Now this looks like a very fine delivery from Shami. Cutting back, cutting the batsman in half. Taking the inside edge. And as you say, Bish, a very fine catch from Vihari-Pant. Let's have a look here. The perfect seam as ever. Big, thick inside edge. Goalkeeper style, reverse cup, diving catch from Vihari-Pant. He seems delighted with somebody there. So Raheem Cornwall has to go. He's going to leave the field for one. West Indies 180 for 8.
The ball's flying. Good afternoon to Serviv.
Good afternoon to you too.
Glorious. Pitched up and driven very elegantly by Captain Holder.
I can promise you that next time that you come back, we'll be in a better shape.
I think before that, West Indies is coming to India.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, wow, this is a loud appeal. They're even getting me all nervy in this in our position here, especially seeking to complete the job. Jadeja have been brilliant today. That certainly looked like it was going down.
In the air. Again, a glorious cover drive. Jason Holder, empty spaces. Another boundary to him.
You all know what Jason Holder is capable of. He's a tremendous all-rounder. Brilliant shot, that.
This time on the onside, trying to go into the pads, bowl the Yorker, put away nicely.
After being driven to the offside on a few occasions, looking to change particular direction with that delivery, got it a little bit too full, and Jason Holder capitalized, met it on the full, and clipped it through to mid-wicket for 4.
In the gap. Edged, went down. KL Rahul there at first slip. The 3rd boundary of the over.
When we see this again, found the genuine outside edge. Didn't quite carry, just bounced in front of Rahul. When you look back at that again, I believe there can be some adjustments made between the keeper. These are the two who would have to work that out. The keeper just looked a little too far for me when it came to that. Or Rahul would have to come to his left a little. Oh, yes.
Do you think there's a huge gap between the first slip and the keeper?
There is. And I get also at the end of that over, 197 for 8.
Flicked, and there's no one there. Another boundary to Jason Holder. 202 for 8. Crashed away on the offside. Roach getting into the act this time.
The way in which he would have swung the bat looks like it's still possible. Smack. Having the freedom to just let the arms go and hit it as cleanly as anything else. It was pretty aerial as well, but well timed.
That's spat at him from a length. Looks like it got hit on the elbow somewhere. Seems fine. Roach, yep. The back elbow.
And that's that little funny bone that you often hear about. This one just jumped from nowhere, really. Wow. Get off of me, Kimo is saying.
Edged, and this time he has to walk. Feeling for it, and Mohammad Shami getting the 9th wicket to fall, and that is Roach.
I'm afraid I have to say this. It ain't quite evening as yet. Brilliant delivery again from Sammy. Finding the edge of Roach. I'm afraid that I have to say this every time, that it may not be evening, but the night is drawing nigh.
Roach goes for 5. It's 206 for 9. Shannon Gabriel in at number 11. And we know which way he goes, how he goes. Overdrive always, Sir Viv. $206 for 9. Oh, missed it. Did he get an inside edge? No. Apparently, yes.
Jason Holder going for big, as we can see from the replay, a little inside edge. And Punt has no chance of stopping that. Ran away for 4.
This time he's cleaned him up. Similar sort of a delivery, just dragging the length back. And India have won the 2nd Test match and the series. It becomes India's first series win in the ICC World Test Championship. There's nothing wrong with it this time. Ravindra Jadeja correcting his mistakes which he made.
Yes, Jason Holder, I guess he had no choice, especially batting with the number 11 batter. Decided he was just going to have a go, chance his arm. You cannot obviously blame him for that. He has been worn down in this series, not just this series in itself, but the ODIs as well. And the captain before that in the T20s in Fort Lauderdale. So it's just a factor of, in my opinion, that India have been too good. India have been totally professional. West Indies will have to start again. And if I can say as a West Indian, because I'm not feeling too good now when we lose, but what I can say is that I'm hoping that whenever who comes back here next time in the Caribbean, they may see a West Indies team with a huge difference.
That's exactly what everyone is hoping for, Sir Viv. But a brilliant win for India, winning by 257 runs, 8th consecutive Test Series victory, win over West Indies, which is a big thing. And also that man on your screens, with this 28th victory as a Test captain, he becomes India's most successful Test captain, Virat Kohli. So lots of things achieved today. As I said, first series win in a World Test Championship, which we're going to see over the next 3 years, till 2021.
So the West Indies all out for 210 to wrap up the Test match for India. Jason Holder, last man to go for 39, 38 to Blackwood, playing as the concussion substitute for Bravo. There we go, 59.5 overs, 210 all out. The bowlers for India, who were excellent throughout the series, not just this Test match. 2 for Ishant, 1 for Bumrah, 3 for Shami, 3 for Jadeja, including the last wicket, all out for 210. No surprise that Hanuma Vihari was the player of the match for his maiden Test century. So there's the summary of this second Test match. India winning by 257 runs. In the first innings, they scored 416. West Indies replied with 117. India declined to enforce the follow-on, 168 for 4, and then bowled out the West Indies for 210. Final margin of victory, 257 runs.